Driving Lamborghinis, living in million-dollar mansions, going on luxurious vacations to a faraway island paradise. These are just some of the things that are associated with when we think about wealthy people. But what exactly do the richest people in the world have to go through to be given that title? Welcome to Ignite Crunch, and today we're counting down and giving you interesting facts about the top 7 richest billionaires on the planet. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. The 7th on our list is Silicon Valley's Larry Ellison, with a net worth of $122 billion. He got that wealth from being the CEO and founder of Oracle, a massive computer tech corporation that's famous for products and services like Java. Larry Ellison was born in the city that never sleeps, New York City. His parents put him up for adoption and was given to his aunt and uncle. He spent his childhood in a middle-class community at Chicago's South Shore. His adopted parents wanted him to become a doctor, so young Larry attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and the University of Chicago, but eventually dropped out. He then came across computer design back in 1966, and that's where it all started. In the 1990s, he was the highest paid executive and richest person in the world with a salary of $90 million. He bought $3 million of Tesla shares. Now, he lives in Lanai, a Hawaiian island that he purchased for $300 million. He is planning to turn it into a wellness utopia and a 100% green community.
The great thing on Lanai, it doesn't go very far from the greenhouses into Richard's Market.
He also made a brief cameo in Iron Man 2. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. Next up is super billionaire Mark Zuckerberg at number 6. No need for an introduction here. We all know by now who the founder of Facebook is. If you ever tried Googling Mark Zuckerberg, you will see a lot of allegations of him being a robot or lizard person. It's because of his peculiar expressions, almost as if he's emotionless and programmed.
But we were slow at identifying the type of new information operation.
He was even called the toddler CEO by Kara Swisher due to his inexperience back then. Well, whatever people may call him, his net worth is an astonishing $123 billion. Born in White Plains, New York, Mark has 3 siblings named Randy, Donna, and Ariel. He grew up in a close village named Dobbs Ferry. Just like Larry Ellison, he also dropped out. He moved to Silicon Valley to work on Facebook, formerly named the Facebook, and launched in 2004. It turned out pretty good for him, if you ask me. He also holds a total of $400 million shares of the company. Now, he lives in one of his homes with his wife, Priscilla Shen, in Palo Alto, California. When we go online, it's nearly impossible not to open Google. Number 5 is one of the company's co-founders, Larry Page.
I think also as an entrepreneur who started Google, trying to make a company for entrepreneurs also is something I think we're striving for.
He co-founded Google back in 1998. In addition, he was the CEO of Alphabet Incorporated, an American multinational tech conglomerate corporation. His net worth is a whopping $125 billion. Larry's parents were both computer scientists, so we could say that his interest in the field runs in the family. He is an alumnus of Stanford University, where he met his Google co-founder Sergey Brin. With their teamwork, they created Google Page's rank algorithm, which is a total success. Just like other billionaires, he is one of the founding investors at Planetary Resources. Larry owns a Tesla X and also enjoys his 193-foot yacht, which cost $45 million. William Henry Gates III, also known as Bill Gates, is coming in hot on number 4.
It's very unlikely that we'll go 20 more years without another outbreak.
He's a business magnate, philanthropist, software developer, and investor all in one, co-founder and former CEO of Microsoft. Gates has a net worth of $138 billion. When he was a kid, he was rather small for his age and was bullied. His family always encouraged any form of competition, no matter what. There was always a punishment for losing and a prize for winning. He dropped out of Harvard University to start his own software enterprise with his childhood friend Paul Allen in 1975. He is and has been one of the most famous rich people in the world for a very long time. Did you know that Gates was apprehended in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a traffic violation in 1977? He was bailed out by his trusty friend, Paul Allen. Number 3 on our list is a 73-year-old art enthusiast, Bernard Arnault.
I don't know because there are some evolution and some newness and so on.
Former richest person back in 2019 and 2020. He was born in Roubaix, France. He is the wealthiest person in Europe, France, and the fashion industry. Bernard distributes a wide variety of luxury brands such as wines, watches, perfumes, cosmetics, and even pastries. He is the founder of LVMH that owns brands such as Louis Vuitton, Hublot, and Dior. He has a net worth of $198 billion. He's married to Helen Mexia and they have 4 children together. He even owns a $150 million yacht called Symphony. Jeff Bezos.
Never spend any time thinking about the daily stock price. I don't.
Whenever you receive that package you ordered from Amazon, it's all possible thanks to the second richest person on our list. He used to be the wealthiest person, but he fell a few ranks back in 2021. His net worth is $195 billion. President, founder, CEO, and chairman of the board of the American multinational technology juggernaut called Amazon. Owns $55 million shares in the company. Amazon was actually founded in his garage and was almost named Cadabra. Jeff had an amazing opportunity to be blasted off into space with a crew of Blue Origin. He was one of the first shareholders in Google when he funded $250,000 in 1998. If you made it this far, you'd probably guess who's at the top of our list by now. The number 1 richest billionaire on the planet is none other than the techno king of Tesla himself, Elon Musk. The richest person on earth is a South African-born Canadian-American.
I care a lot about the truth of things and trying to understand the truth of things.
Had his first software sale when he was only 12 years old. His parents suspected that he was deaf because he would often gaze off even when being called. Because of that, they had his adenoid removed, hoping his hearing would come back. But his mother then realized that young Elon just thinks differently and spends a lot of time in his head. His first tech company is Zip2 Corporation, which he sold for $307 million in cash and $34 million in stock options. His net worth is an incredible $283 billion. Businessman, inventor, investor, and CEO of SpaceX, which is a $74 billion company. Elon co-founded X.com, which led to the invention of PayPal. He's currently dating Australian actress Natasha Bassett. Before meeting Natasha, he had a 3-year relationship with Grimes, a Canadian musician, songwriter, singer, and record producer. They had a baby together named… wait for it. Now, I'm not going to try to pronounce that on my own, but according to Elon, you say the name as X-A12. And there you have it. Being one of the richest people in the world is definitely not a walk in the park. And we all know that with great power comes with great responsibility. Is there someone that we missed out? What interesting facts would you like to share about the wealthiest people on the planet? Drop your answer in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell for more. See you at the next one.